Hey everyone, hi, it's Lisa Clayton of lisaaclayton.com, angel intuitive and founder and leader of the Inner Leader Movement. It is Monday, January 27th, 2020, the last Monday of this first month of our 2020 year. And so it's a pretty important week, this last week of finishing up January and tapping into this energy of radical self care. We're just coming off a new moon. We're still the energy is still pretty active with this full moon, this new moon. The new moon moved into Aquarius, this air sign. And what this new moon was reinforcing for me, and what I intuitively was taking in from this new moon was to activate this energy with radical self-care. So the radical self-care is what the angels and the team, my divine team, is downloading to me is an expanded awareness of who you are. So in this new moon intentions, taking a heart quality that you possess and using the power of that heart quality to apply to the intention that you set under this new moon in Aquarius. So, for example, mine is freedom, and that is a very important quality in my heart. I help people free up their old patterns of thinking and beliefs and conditioning. I help people come into freedom of who they are. And I need to activate that for myself in this radical self care energy that we are tapping into, this expanded awareness of who we are, and apply that to a few intentions I have for this year to free up. I have a couple of areas in my life that are kind of clogged and they're not really flowing, and I need that expansive freedom in there. So I started within myself. And then as you activate that powerful heart quality that you have, those heart qualities are the things that you value, that make your heart sing, that make your heart come alive. As you activate that heart quality, then the angels and your divine team can say, aha, okay, now she's doing the work. And then I can ask, so how can you help expand this, heal it, activate it in a way, whatever that intention was, I applied freedom to, so that we can manifest this intention, magnetize what is needed to make this intention happen. So that's the radical self care that we have started this 2020 year with. And so the Monday mantra that has come through, I start tapping in on Sunday and asking the angels, so what is needed for this week? And they said, keep going with the radical self-care. Keep clearing out for the rest of this week what is needed so that you can invite in for your 2020 intentions. The energy starts to move after this full moon on February 8th, and really about mid-month. It's going to start accelerating a little bit, and really, how do I want to explain it? Moving towards new opportunities, moving towards more situations where you have this expanded awareness of who you are and what you are here to bring forth in your soul gifts, and to accelerate and expand those beautiful heart qualities and lead with those through your life. So the energy is going to start picking up a little bit of speed about mid-February. Right now, it's still the main theme of the energy is in slow we trust. Go slow to go faster. Be in the present moment of now. And then it's going to start to shift about mid-February. It doesn't mean we can't go slow. It just means that it's going to start accelerating a little bit more. But it will not, if you're focusing on radical self-care, it will not pull you into the external distractions that normally we would get distracted by, even including our physical senses of how we process information in this human vehicle. As we move into expanded awareness and tapping into this energy, we move more into our soul senses and letting that soul illuminate our clairvoyance, our clairaudience, our empathic abilities, our intuition. So that's pretty exciting what this year is holding for us. So the Monday mantra that came through, and I really love this because I'm still doing this. I'm moving things around. I'm clearing out. It's not about so much decluttering as I'm clearing space and creating new space. And so the Monday mantra that came through, I always print these out and I put them on my mirror, is to create sacred space within and around you where transcendence thrives. And isn't this a beautiful picture? This picture is actually of my neighbor's garden. And we were talking today, and she's like, this is my sacred space. I can go with my plants, and I feel something shift in me. I just sit there and I water them and I prune them. So it could be your garden, could be your sacred space. For me, it's this beautiful office with all my art and with all the angel energy. This is one of my sacred spaces, and I have many altars all around my house with beautiful crystals, beautiful momentums that when I look at them, something inside of me shifts. So that's the external sacred spaces that you can create. And it could just be a walk outside, too. That's how simple it is. The within is taking that time to connect with your heart so that the sacredness of who you are, that divine source, activates and expands and begins to be the leader of your life instead of the follower or the reference point that you tap into in emergency situations or when you feel that you are not in alignment. We are now learning and we're moving into this beautiful new decade of higher heart consciousness, tapping into divine intelligence so that we are leading from the heart's intuitive intelligence and the soul's illumination of the soul's gifts, and using the mind as a beautiful resource for creativity and that heart and that mind working together. So that's what the inner leader movement's about, is creating that circuitry of above resources, the within, this beautiful heart's intuitive intelligence, the wisdom of your soul, and creating this and applying that to your earth walk. The each day that we have that we're here is such a gift. And so making the most of that by tapping into this circuitry and this flow. So that's the Monday mantra. Create sacred space within and around you where transcendence thrives. So let's see what the angels have, which angels are going to come through to activate that and bring that into expanded awareness for us so that we can navigate through this week, this last week in January, and make the most of creating these sacred spaces and moving into transcendence. Wow. So one just flew right out before as I was shuffling. Energetically, the angels come through and they say, okay, it's me, it's me, it's me. I'm going to help this week. And so here we go. So Metatron is bringing forth miracles. And this is the miracle of you. And it has a baby with the birth, but this is the diamond. Metatron comes forth with diamond orb energy. So just removing, again, this is radical self-care. This is Metatron helping with the radical self-care that you come into expanded awareness of who you are so that these miracles, you have the power to create the miracles in your life. Okay, and so Metatron's saying, I'm still here. I think Metatron came through in another Monday mantra and saying, I am the, Metatron is the divine teacher. Metatron is the channel to divine intelligence. And so streaming that in and coming into that diamond essence of who we are activates these miracles. Okay, so let's see who else is going to come through. That was Metatron. And some of you are very familiar with working with Metatron. I love working with Metatron. And if you need more information about working with the angels or connecting with your angel team, please feel free to sign up for an intuitive transmission, intuitive reading. I call them intuitive transmissions because the way that the messages flow is really like a motor. They just flow through. It's a transmission. And so Several new people are showing up in this new year to get connected to their angel team and their divine source, their higher self. And so you can go on at lisaaclayton.com and look at the different reading packages I have and the different types of readings that I do. And that would really be helpful if you are curious and in wonderment about, what is all this about the angels? What is this about my divine team? Who are my spirit guides? So it's a great time to tap in and start your new year with this. Okay, so we have two more. Yep. So Raziel saying part of this radical self-care. I'm going to help you with retreating more and more and finding those sacred spaces in which you can sit in stillness. I love Raziel because Raziel works with the rainbow energy, all of the different colors of the chakras. Raziel also works with intuition and activating your intuition into a higher level of awareness. And so this is a perfect guideline here, just as to retreat into that sacred space. You can do some heart-focused breathing for just a minute or two, and that creates a sacred space within you. That calm, that coherency, bringing your physiology into neutral, that's a sacred space. Gosh, just giving your body that chance to calm and to come into inner ease. And then Raziel comes through again. So Raziel is really working overtime this week, this last week in January, to bring forth this beautiful, I love this oracle card, because as you can see inside this human vehicle, or this human body, is a beautiful spiral. I hope you can see that. And that spiral is the essence of who you are, your eternal light, your eternal soul's light. It has no end, it has no beginning. When we leave this human body, it travels on in light. And Raziel saying, have faith. Have faith in yourself, in your source, in your love, in your light. And when you have that self-acceptance, that self-love, everything expands into having faith that all is well. Everything is in divine order and in divine timing and is going to be taken care of, because we are all one and we are all in this universal, beautiful flow together. And it may not seem like that when you're experiencing suffering or loss. We had some shocks here in the United States with a tragic accident of a very famous person. And those things happen in life. And we have to really dig deep and go back into our beautiful golden spiral of our soul's essence and really feel the love and feel the light and extend that to the people who are experiencing loss, are feeling suffering, hurt, even in our own lives. So Raziel is the activator of both that retreat and that faith for you this week. I hope that you've enjoyed this Monday mantra. I hope that you activate and create sacred spaces within and around you so that this transcendence energy brings us back home, brings that we find ourselves time and time again when we transcend. Hey, so namaste, so much love, so much light I send to you from my heart to yours. Indigo, as you can tell, isn't in the video tonight because she's barking for dinner. I always seem on Monday Mantras to come on at this time. However, we'll get her on hopefully next week. So have a great week ahead. I look forward to hearing from you, those of you who are my clients and my regular followers, what sacred spaces you create this week inside and around you. And I'll see you next Monday, which will be the first Monday in February. So we'll have some exciting information to share then. Okay, much love. Bye.